According to reports, global wealth has increased by almost 60% over the past decade. A new breed of wealthy people, those with $30 million or more in assets, are known as ultra-high net worth individuals, or UHNWIs. So where and how do these people live? The answer? Wherever they want. But as it turns out, they generally like the same cities, no matter what their background. Let's take a look at the 10 richest cities in the world. Mumbai. Mumbai, formerly Bombay, is the largest and most populous city in India. It's the financial center as well as the fashion and textile center of the country, with a thriving port on the Arabian Sea. Mumbai is considered to be India's equivalent of Silicon Valley since technology companies were enticed by low rent and infrastructure improvements. And since India's financial growth over the last 10 years has been strong and healthy, Mumbai is now one of the richest cities in the world. Mumbai's economy was recently measured based on private wealth of the individuals living in the city, which includes their assets in property, cash, businesses, and liabilities. Based on that recent measurement, the city's wealth is estimated to be a whopping $950 billion. From a lifestyle perspective, Mumbai is one of the safest cities in the world. Both street and organized crime are well controlled. However, despite its lovely weather and positive growth, unfortunately Mumbai is currently suffering from one of the most common problems among thriving growing cities: air and water pollution. Seoul. South Korea's capital city, Seoul, is by far the largest. The city is quirky with drastic lifestyle contrasts, such as ancient traditions coexisting with cutting-edge technology, serene Buddhism life along with high-pressure education, and endless rows of monotonous gray apartment buildings flanked by extraordinary architecture. Its growth and wealth are reflected in the skyscrapers that keep rising throughout the city, and the sophisticated subway system, which is the third largest in the world. Seoul is home to some of the biggest global companies. Among Seoul's 25 districts, the wealthiest and most famous is the Gangnam District, which was recently made famous by PSY's song Gangnam Style. The song openly lampooned the wealth and ostentatious nature of the district. The area is known for its exorbitant real estate prices, luxury living, and wealthy residents who are often Korean celebrities. Property in Gangnam is 3.5 times more expensive than the average in South Korea. Known as the Beverly Hills of South Korea, the Gangnam District is rife with luxury fashion boutiques, plastic surgery clinics, and high-end shopping areas. The streets are lined with luxury vehicles like Mercedes, Teslas, and Porsches, all an indication of the importance of status symbols in the Gangnam District. All part of living in Gangnam style. San Francisco. San Francisco makes the list with the typical household in the Bay Area earning close to $100,000 a year, and that rate is quickly growing. Additionally, San Francisco's current unemployment rate is only 2.7%, which is one of the lowest rates in the entire U.S. The thriving technology-driven wealth is the reason for San Francisco's top ranking as one of the wealthiest cities in the world and accounts for its continued growth. There are reportedly the most billionaires per capita in San Francisco than any other city in the world. For every 11,600 residents, there is one billionaire. This ratio is considered to be the highest of all the world's wealthy cities since San Francisco's overall population is less than 1 million. San Francisco is headquarters to tech and finance giants such as Twitter, Cisco Systems, Wells Fargo Bank, and Uber, all who attract educated global job seekers with high salaries. As salaries rise, so does the wealth of the city. Shanghai. China ranks highly on a list of the world's richest cities, with 4 of its cities on the top 10 list, one of which is Shanghai. Shanghai ranks highly among the richest cities, with total private wealth at about $2 trillion. It's the financial center of China and home to the world's 4th largest stock exchange market. It's also a major shipping and trading city because of its geographic location as a major port and has been called the world's busiest container port. Shanghai has been named Asia's most expensive city for a variety of luxury goods and services, where residents splurge on lifestyle spending. Prices of luxury homes have been climbing in the exclusive neighborhoods, which gave Shanghai its nickname of Paris of the East. London. London has always been a mecca for the super rich, with more 5-star hotels than any other city in the world. London attracts billionaires like no other place. Mega-rich individuals flock to London from all over the world with diverse backgrounds and varying sources of wealth. Of the billionaires who call London home, 5 of them are from Sweden, and, you guessed it, they are IKEA heirs. 4 of them are from Russia, and a hedge fund billionaire from Chicago recently bought a $122 million property just steps from Buckingham Palace. Other wealthy individuals have come to settle from all over the world, including from India, Iceland, Egypt, Australia, and Asia. New tax laws in Switzerland have caused a significant shift for new global wealth, so many ultra-high net worth individuals are looking to London instead of Switzerland for investments and property. London's rich history, geographic location, and its long-established lifestyle of wealth continue to lure investors to London, even despite recent concerns about Brexit. Beijing. Beijing, China boasts a storied history of more than 3,000 years, and it has been the capital city for the powerful Liao, Jin, Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties. To this day, the city maintains the historical culture and significance established by the prosperous 5 dynasties over the years. The streets are as orderly as a chessboard, and they integrate the traditional Chinese tenets of Confucianism and Taoism among modern technology and innovation. Today, Beijing is known as the nerve center of China's political system. Communist Party Chairman Xi Jinping is based there, as are the People's Liberation Army's leaders, as well as China's other main central government organizations. Beijing hosts the homes of many of China's billionaires as they benefit from the city's rich ecosystem of politics, investment opportunity, innovation, and universities. The tech field, not surprisingly, generated more than 1/3 of Beijing's ultra-high net worth individual residents. Moscow. Moscow is a medieval city that dates back to the year 1147. Located on the banks of Moskva River, it is now the capital of Russia, with 90% of its inhabitants being Russians. It is one of the most populous cities in Europe, and according to a recent Forbes poll, the Russian capital is home to 79 billionaires, which is why it ranks among the richest cities in the world. Some of the wealthy residents of Moscow include magnates, investors, CEOs, and presidents of major corporations. Now, even more of the world's ultra-rich residents are making Moscow their home as the global population of the extremely wealthy is on the rise. The city is the political, economic, financial, and educational capital of Russia. The historical architecture and its iconic mix of past and present are appealing to many Europeans, and as the ultra-wealthy flock to Moscow, the percentage of Russian inhabitants in the city is expected to decrease, making it a more worldly and welcoming environment for outsiders. Shenzhen. The Chinese city of Shenzhen has stolen the crown as China's most expensive housing market after a huge real estate boom there. Average new home prices jumped almost 40% in 2015 in Shenzhen as a result of a major surge in population growth. Shenzhen's population exploded by over 2 million people in the span of just 2 years, since many immigrants came to work for leading finance and tech companies that are headquartered there. Dubbed the Silicon Valley of China, Shenzhen saw new economic growth as it became the home for about 10% of new startups in China, which encourages entrepreneurship and innovation. For example, Shenzhen is home to internet giant Tencent and Dazhang Innovation Technology, one of the world's largest drone manufacturers. Additionally, economic and financial reform in China has attracted many foreign banks and leading financial institutions to Shenzhen in recent years. And once known to be a city of knockoffs, Shenzhen is actively seeking to reinvent itself as a creative hub for the new economic vision of China. And the city is positioning itself to attract innovation, design, and new technology. The city's initiatives are supported by China's central government, and Shenzhen hopes to take on the role of a trailblazing model city for the rest of the country. New York. New Yorkers will be the first to tell you that New York City is the greatest city in the world. But according to a new study, it is the best city in the world for the world's richest people. The Big Apple took first place in every category that wealthy people consider: overall desirability, wealth, investment opportunity, lifestyle, and future. The report also noted that the number of wealthy individuals, millionaires, and billionaires has grown substantially in the U.S. in the past 5 years. There are 20% more millionaires and billionaires in the States since 2014, with New York having the most household income with over $250,000 a year salary. New York is the center of the world's financial markets, fashion, food, entertainment, culture, and architecture. It has world-class, unparalleled ultra-luxury residential opportunities for those who can afford them. The city has withstood historical strife, uncertainty, but has proven to be one of the most resilient urban environments in the world. Its heart and character continues to make New York City attractive to the wealthy and, conversely, equally attractive to the starving artist. Hong Kong. Neck and neck with New York City, Hong Kong is a contender for the world's richest city. According to a recent report from the high net worth intelligence and data company WealthX, the richest city in the world is now Hong Kong by a small margin. Hong Kong's population of residents with a net worth of at least $30 million has jumped by more than 30% in 1 year. New York's increase of the same was in the single digits at a mere 7%. It is well known that Hong Kong was poised to take over New York as the world's millionaire and billionaire capital of the world. As wealth is exploding across Asia, Hong Kong specifically is seeing tremendous market growth in real estate. And with Hong Kong's high population of super rich people in the world growing, as wealth attracts wealth, it shows that parts of the world outside of the US and Europe keep getting richer. While the US in general is still by far the most ultra-wealthy country in the world, the substantial growth in Asia foreshadows a more balanced distribution of global wealth in the future. We hope you enjoyed this video. Have you been to any of these fantastic cities? Which one of them is your favorite, and which would you want to visit? Let us know in the comments. And if you liked the video, then please click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you'll be the first to know when a new video arrives. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.